You don't have to go against anybody. You're not worried about what they're up to or what they're doing or what they've got going on. And it's something that they want you to know because they're in competition and they're going to try to be better than you whenever they can, any chance that they get. But you're on another level, and you're on a level to where none of that exists for you. But you have lower level entities trying to bring you back into that world. They want that to be your reality. They want that to exist for you. They want you to have to go through that because it's their inferiority complex they're dealing with, their intimidation that they're dealing with. They're the ones that are dealing with this thing. All right, you're the one that's focused on your life. You're probably wishing somebody the best, probably working on yourself, doing something positive. And I'm not trying to make us sound better than anybody, but it's just what we're into. That's, if you watch my channel, I'm assuming that's what you do. All right, and I'm positive that's what you do. But you're too elite for that. There are people who will compete and people who feel the need to either outdo someone or do something before someone else. And in all actuality, it's done in good theory. They want to be on the same level as the person that they're doing this to. They're just going about it the wrong way. They don't know how to go about being the type of person that they see when they look out into the world. They may look at someone, they may see how a certain person conducts themselves, and the way they conduct themselves is not in a positive manner. It shows jealousy, it shows resentment, it shows hatred, it shows that you have an issue with someone and you're just going about it in a way to where it looks like you don't to other people, but clearly you do. You can tell when people have issues with you. Like people who have problems with you, they'll invade your space and you're going to end up having to say something to them. All right, people who have a problem with you, you're going to end up having to say something to them, and you are, because they're just going to end up doing weird things around you to where it's like you're going to have to put an end to it. Because I mean, what else are you? There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do. All right. So that and that's why you're too elite. All right, you're too elite. You're on another level. You're not on the same level as the people that have an issue with you, or those that are trying to be better than you or compete with you. You are not in the race. You're not competing with anyone. You're not worried about what anybody else is doing. You love to see people succeed. You love to see people win. But it's how people go about doing things. You're not going to let someone try to, and you're not going to let someone try to belittle you in any kind of way or make you feel less than in any kind of way. All right, so that's pretty much, that's out the window. All right, that's a given off Jump Street. It's like, I'm not going to acknowledge anything or anyone trying to make me feel small. I'm over here feeling big. Why would I pay attention to something that's going to have a try to invite me to have an adverse effect? And I mean, in all actuality, there's nothing that has the power to do that. There are just situations where people come at you kind of hard, and it's like it takes a lot of mental strength to divert your way around the pettiness. if you're picking up what I'm putting down. All right, it takes a lot of mental aptitude to be able to divert around the pettiness. All right, so yeah, don't let competitors who you're not competing against trap you into their world, trap you into their reality. Don't let anyone that has an issue with you make it an issue for you. Don't let anyone that has an issue with you make it an issue for you. You have to focus on the bright side. You have to focus on what's positive. You have to focus on what's good about the situation. What are you doing that's positive? What can you focus on that will allow you to look at this situation in a better light? Because and that's the definition and true meaning of being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's always there. You just have to be able to see it. And those who choose to look in that direction and focus on it, instead of darkness, instead of lame-os, instead of haters and blessing blockers and all these types of wicked individuals, you don't choose to focus on them and you keep your eyes on the prize, you'll get to where you need to go. You'll be focused. You won't be stressed. They'll be trying to attack you, but the weapons formed against you won't prosper. All right, there's a way they can, but you have to remove yourself mentally off that plane of existence. You have to mentally move yourself off the plane of existence to where you connect with the people that have it in for you, or that want to see you fail. So you're elite and you're greater than those who are trying you, and it's because they want to bring you to the level that they're at, because the level that you have gotten to is not one that they like to see you on. All right, they don't want to see anybody that's already doing better than them do better than them. So when certain people have this type of complex, all right, and a lot of people just either deal with this, they process this, but then there are people who make the problem that they have with you a problem for you, but you don't do that. You don't make their problem for you a problem for you. They can have an issue with you all they want. They can not like you all they want. It's okay. All right, don't take offense to that. Don't take offense to somebody's dirty look. Don't take offense to somebody's rude, crude remark or petty remark or subliminal comment. Let people do what they need to do, say what they need to say. You just keep working on yourself, making things better for you. All right, make things better for yourself. If you're someone who is targeted, you're going to want your life to be as you're going to want things to be good for you. All right, you're going to want things to be good for you. You're going to want things to go smooth for you as best as they can. All right, as best as they can, because life still happens. All right, but you want to have God in your life while it's happening. You want to have some success in your life while it's happening. All right, and nothing wrong with either of those things. And one of the main things that's going to help you in all this is having an idea about what you want to do with your life. Knowing that you're not always going to be in the same situation, having to do the same thing, and having to encounter the same types of situations or issues, because you realize that you can take your life wherever you want it to go. And there are certain things that you have to encounter on the way. There are going to be people who aren't going to want to see your come up. They're not going to want to see your uprising. They're not going to want to see your level up. All right, but it's okay, because you have faith and you believe. So these things have to take place. When you put in the work, the results have to show, and not everyone is going to be a fan. Not everyone is going to be a fan of your success, of your results, of the good things that are happening to you in life. So that's something that you're going to have to get over. And that's why keeping your eyes on the prize, staying focused on good things, staying focused on godly things, training your mind to not pay attention and be blind to what you don't want to see is very important. If you can be blind to the things that you need to see, you can be blind to the things you don't need to be paying attention to. And unfortunately, there are certain things that you wish you could just ignore and not pay attention to. But then there are going to be the individuals that pretty much force their existence on you, and they use their life force to, to basically be a bother to yours and create turmoil, create inner conflict, all the things they're dealing with. When they see you, all the things that they're dealing with, they want to create those same feelings within you. And that's why it's important for you to always be telling yourself some positive things, programming yourself how to feel, taking control over you, dealing with you, and totally disregarding them altogether, totally disregarding the person altogether. Because whoever this is, all right, they obviously have an issue and they want to make it your issue. But the thing is, that's your decision. That's your choice. You have the power to not make a person's problem with you your problem. And that's what it is and what it will be. What it is, what it will be. Your total being is greatness. You don't compete back. You don't feel the urge to attack or to destroy. You are going to get the best revenge, which is success. You're going to keep pushing until the stone is rolled away. And it's not just you pushing, it's your angels pushing. All right, so you have a lot of good positive energy and forces and beings that are working for you. All right, the universe is working in your favor. All right, all good things are happening to you, and the enemy sees that. The enemy sees that you're focused on a different type of reality for yourself, different type of world, different type of mindset, and they don't know how to get there. They don't believe in it. They don't believe. Do you believe in magic? They don't have that, like my man said, they don't have that razzle dazzle. All right, they're missing a few key components in the secret to happiness. All right, and you have had that for the longest time. You may not have known you had it. You may not have known what it was. You just knew you always was right. Always was like right in terms of like, probably was always right, but always right in terms of just like, how you felt. You always probably had a good positive attitude, a joyful spirit. That's that God in you. That's a spirit that chose to do right by people and make positive decisions. All right. The proof is in the pudding. You can tell a tree by the fruit it bears. So I mean, it's really just about being. It's really about being the type of person that you would want somebody to be to you. And once you realize other people aren't doing that, you remove yourself in the process. Okay, you're not gonna do me how I'll do you. Removed. No argument. No cussing. No fighting. No nothing. No negative energy. Just removed. Mentally, physically, spiritually. Why not? It's better for you. It'll help you. It'll benefit you in more ways than one. You got to care about you. You got to put yourself first. Especially when there's people out here making moves like this. When all you ever wanted to do was win. And that's all you're ever going to do is win. They can get in the way, but they're going to get ran over, trampled over. They're going to get stepped on, crushed, squished. Because you're too elite. You're too elite to compete. All right, they don't compare. All right, don't, yeah, and the thing is, don't get caught up in their world. Don't get trapped in their world. All right, I'll get you back, or I'll retaliate, or I'm gonna get you, sucker. Don't get caught up in all that. Um, don't get caught up in the retaliation nation. All right, people end up retaliating and end up, their whole life and career and everything they work for is gone. You don't want that. It's not worth it. Let sleeping dogs lie. Let people get exactly what they deserve, because that's what they're going to get. They're going to get their just desserts. And that goes for everybody. If that goes for everybody. You do good, you get good. You do bad, that's what you're going to get in return. All right, so you're too elite to compete. Your total being is of greatness. You have a higher level of understanding than others have, and some realize that, and that breeds a lot of envy and jealousy too, because they know that they'll have to come to you to reach a certain level of understanding, the one that you're on. And that's why they're always cracking jokes, making fun of you, because you're on a level of information. You're on a level of knowledge. You're on a level of just spiritual awareness that they're not. They could make fun of it, they could talk about it, they could crack jokes about it, but the truth is the truth. And you're at the point now where you can just accept it. You're like, okay, accept me, show me some love. If not, hey, it is what it is. No love lost, no hate towards you, no negative energy towards you. It's all love, it's all peace, because at the end of the day, all you ever say about somebody else is about yourself. So when you talk about other people, what you're doing is, you're in all actuality, you're talking about yourself on a spiritual higher level. All right, so when they when they have bad things to say, when they laugh, what they're really doing is they're laughing at their own insecurities. All right, what they're really doing is they're laughing at the fact that you're more confident than them. That's what they're not as confident as you. Your confidence scares the crap out of them, and that's another title right there. Your confidence scares the shizzy out of them. That's why they try to make you feel uncomfortable. People, when you feel comfortable and people feel uncomfortable to the point where they have to do something to try to take you out of your zone, you're powerful. All right, you're powerful, and you are. you know all right, so there's gonna be winners, there's gonna be losers, and there's gonna be people who don't want to win. There's gonna be winners, there's gonna be losers, and there's gonna be people who don't want to win. There's gonna be people who don't know how to win, but I believe there's some people that just don't want to win, and they want other people to join them with not wanting to win, and will pretty much wage warfare against you until you give in. But we ain't doing that. I mean, who wants to do that? It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's hard, but it's worth it. All right, you're too elite to compete. Let them come up against you. Let them be first. Let them, be in line, or whatever they want. Let them have it, because you have what they want. All right, you got it. You got it. And they see that, and they're upset. Instead of being cool with you, and they think it's worshiping you, but instead of being cool with you, they want you to worship them. They think being cool with you, acknowledging, what you're acknowledging, what you got going on, the greatness that is your whole entire being. They think it'll knock them down a peg, or make them be belittled or feel small. But they know what time it is. All right. They don't have to accept it, but you have to. I mean, you have whatever it is, accept it. Just, it is what it is. Just accept it and roll with it. Just accept it and roll with it, and know that at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, you're that person. You're that individual. You're that person. They have to come at you like that, because they can't sleep at night unless they do. They have to come at you like that, because there's something in them that is not sitting right. There's something in them that won't allow them to behave in a normal way around you. They're freaking out. They're malfunctioning. They're what's the word? They're freezing. Yo, they're freezing, man. All right, they're freezing. Okay, they're freezing out here. Okay, I'm talking about in real time. All right, I'm talking about in real time. Oh man, that was good. Yo, they glitching out here. I couldn't find the word glitching, but yo, freezing is way better. freezing is way better. Yo, they glitching out here, and they glitching, they freezing. They're doing all sorts of starts and stops. They're depixelating right before your eyes. It's gonna be a pile of squares by the time they get done trying to accept what we got going on here. Chosen vessel style. Do you resonate with a vessel? All right, you're too elite to compete. They want to trap you in their world, because that's their playing field. That's where they can get you confused. They can get you to doubt yourself. They can get you to think they're better than you. All these stupid things. It's like, yo, why would someone want to think that somebody else is better than them? No one's going to do that, but they want to program you that way. They want to destroy your confidence and make you look at them the way you look at yourself. It's never going to happen. And you're arrogant because you look at yourself in a higher position. Come on, man. It makes sense. It doesn't, and it can't, and it won't. You have people who want too much, or you have people who pretty much feel like they honestly feel like you belong to them. They feel like you belong to them. All right, and they feel that they're in total control, but they're not. And you got to put these type of spirits in check, all right? Because they feel that they're entitled to you. They feel that they're entitled to deal with you however they want, and that's just not the case. All right, and until you put your foot down, and until you let people know what time it is, they're just gonna keep dealing with you however they want. And you gonna have to check people. You don't be disrespectful. Don't get yourself in no jams. All right, don't get yourself into no problems or bad situations for yourself. But sometimes if not all the time, when people aren't doing you in a positive way that you wouldn't do them, you gonna have to check that. Check, please. You have to check that, man. Hey, yo, look. I've been seeing you. I've been seeing some things go down. I want to talk to you about it. You got a second? Yo, be friendly. Be friendly. Be friendly. All right, you're very friendly. Be friendly. Give him one of them. I'm talking about that kind of friendly. What up, friend? Be yeah. All right, yeah. You're too elite. All right, so keep being you, keep doing you, keep loving you. All right, keep enjoying the blessings that God is bestowing upon you. All right, find somebody to give to, find somebody to help. The more you give, the more you receive. Find somebody to do something good for. Since you're a good person, find somebody to give to, do something to. Find somebody to bless. All right. because God loves a cheerful giver, right? If you find somebody to give, if you find someone to give to, God will find someone to give to you. All right, I'd like to thank you for watching this video and enjoying this positive message. I'll see you in the next one. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Don't you forget to subscribe. All right, peace, love, and light, and I will see you in the next one. We out.